This just in. Gina Carano does not take shit. What's going on, everybody? I want to talk about Gina today because Gina is quickly becoming one of my favorite people in Hollywood. Gina Carano played a character called Cara Dune in The Mandalorian Season 1, which has been the first offering from Disney Lucasfilm that was not met with overwhelming criticism, maybe. It was definitely criticized. There's things to criticize in it, but there was some good in it. There was some good in it that seemed to try and go back to the formula that everyone loved about Star Wars before Kathleen Kennedy, before the dark times, before Disney. And that's a positive thing. And one of the things that came out of that pretty much everyone agreed was pretty cool was Cara Dune. Gina Carano's Cara Dune was a character who was not a Mary Sue, who was fun to watch. Also helps that she's good looking and she's fit. Was pretty cool. That character was accepted. It was an accepted character. It's very hard. Understand how difficult it is for Star Wars fans to enjoy Star Wars right now, because Kathleen Kennedy and the people that she's hired have turned Star Wars into a political platform, and everybody that she's hired are only interested in telling you what their pronouns are, enforcing misandrist ideals, getting rid of the old audience, making fun of them, berating them, and in some cases using their shills and access to dox Star Wars fans if they dare criticize what Queen Kathleen has going on over there. They hire people like Leslie Headland, who is obviously a racist and a misandrist. Disney Lucasfilm is a pit of horrible despair, and everything that was not, I believe, was not meant for Star Wars to be. Star Wars is a unifier. And this quote right here from Gina, Gina Boop Bop Beep, which is great. We'll get into that in a second. Whatever comes out, we've got a better chance of survival if we work together. Maximus. That's from a great, great movie. And that's true. And that's true. That's something that the Fandom Menace and the fandoms, doesn't matter if you carry hashtag or not, have come together and decided that it's better if we work together to get through this, if we all speak out, if we vote with our wallets, if we say in unison that we don't want this garbage. And these are people who have said this from all walks of life, all across the world, people that don't give a damn about American politics. It's easier for us in America, in the United States, to really get in on this, the political side of it, which shouldn't even exist, right? There shouldn't even be a political side in Star Wars. But it's easier for us to get into the political side of it because we're here. And for the people around the world, they don't care. Especially Western countries who are being infected with far left ideology and entertainment. Like people, they don't want that either. Here is Stephen Wayne Art. This is the way. Absolutely, brothers. Stephen Wayne Art, the Boop Bop Beep illustrator. Sporking News Podcast, Boop Bop Beep. So you've got a friend, Price of Reason, Tattooed Trooper. A lot of good people here. Ords Boards. Everybody standing up for Gina. And the reason that everybody's getting behind Gina is because this is Data Racer 117. Please follow Data Racer 117 on Twitter. He has been an invaluable resource in the fight for our modern mythology. Data Racer goes into the Twitter trenches, the places that no one else wants to go, and gets wonderful quotes, published quotes on social media that can be used in things like the Fandom Menace volumes. State Eraser says, here's the bullying and harassment Gina Carano is receiving. SJWs have been bullying her for weeks, demanding she put pronouns in her bio and calling her a transphobic, ugly biatch. Now they're trying to get her fired from Disney Star Wars. This is what the fandom has been dealing with, right? And this is cancel culture. Understand, SJWs want you to capitulate to their ideology. You must bow to their demands, or else you are canceled. You are perpetuating wrongthink. It's such an ugly, divisive thing, and it's only coming from one side of the political aisle. Like, understand, only one side of the political aisle. You vote how you want to vote. You vote with your wallet how you want to vote. You leave the reviews you want to leave. You like what you want to like. You know, you have the right to your opinion. You have the right, the human right of freedom to have your own opinion. Speak your mind. Speak your voice. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm not telling you what to watch. I'm not telling you what to do. That's upon you. But understand that if you read my book, The Phantom Menace Volume 1, and if you plan on reading The Phantom Menace Volume 2, you're going to see a very common thread, a very common thing, a type of person that appropriates entertainments, uses them as platforms to espouse their propaganda, is very divisive, and their goal is segregation, to segregate people into hateful groups. And they come from one side of the aisle, one extreme side of the aisle, and it's not the one that the media would tell you. So Gina says to the woke mob, understand that social justice is not justice. All right? Social justice is the mob. It's a mob of people burning down your towns and local mom and pop businesses. That is what social justice is. So the mob comes after Gina and she says, they're mad because I won't put pronouns in my bio to show my support for trans lives. No one should have pronouns in their bio. Nobody. No one. If you don't even know your own pronouns, if you feel the need to put pronouns in your bio, you have already lost the conversation. You need a mental health professional. Straight up. This is not any kind of issue of discrimination. This is an issue of you needing a mental health professional. All right? Get help. Seek help. You need it. After months of harassing me in either way, I decided to put very 3 controversial words in my bio. Beep, bop, boop. I'm not against trans lives at all. They need to find a less abusive representation. In the Fandom Menace Volume 2, you're going to get a snippet from a trans woman by the name of Kiri Morning. I don't know if you guys know Kiri. She's a pretty small YouTuber. She's over in Hong Kong. She's transitioning from man to woman. And I asked Kiri to speak a little bit about how everything that's going on in Disney Lucasfilm, everything that's going on with the SJWs, the far leftists, how she views that. She's an American citizen. She's just living in Hong Kong. And she did. She wrote something about that, which was very, very touching. And it had to do with not being anyone's shield. Hashtag Not Your Shield comes from the Gamergate days, when you had people like Zoe Quinn, Nita Sarkeesian, all these social justice warriors, where the social justice warriors began, using minorities and other groups as a shield from criticism. Not only that, but as a cudgel to beat you over the head if you criticize them, using other people, using minorities and underrepresented groups or marginalized groups, whatever you want to call them, as shields. So remember, guys, SJWs point the finger at you and will call you everything that they are. They project everything. That's why SJWs can't create anything. This is why they don't have imagination. This is why they put themselves into entertainments. That's why they take these entertainments meant for escapism and fashion them as they see the world around them. People like Alex Kurtzman and his hires. Take Star Trek, The Future, all right, where Earth is a utopia, where the Federation is the good guys, and they put their spin on it. They put themselves into it. They put 2010 their politics, their far left politics into it. And now the Federation is awful, xenophobic. Earth is not a utopia. It's everything horrible, right? And this is why I'll go on a rant. I'm just going to slow down. Okay. Gina also says, I don't think trans people would like all of you trying to force a woman to put something in her bio through harassment and name-calling every day for months, such as racist, transphobe, bitch, weirdo, I hope you die, I hope you lose your career, you're fat, you're ugly. This is what the far left does. They do not stand for what they say they stand for. They are contradictory. This is a BS movement. Right? All of it is a BS movement. They don't actually stand for the values that they say they do. They are divisive, terrible people. If you vote left, understand that until the Democratic Party changes their MO, they are pandering to these people. They are bailing these people out. Privileged millionaires, people that Gina works with, people she work around, bail these people out when they destroy neighborhoods, when they try and create forest fires, when they attack people. The whole entertainment genre is sick. And now she's got to get this from both ends. You don't think Gina's not going to have it come down on her? I mean, I'd like to see him try in person. Gina could beat up most men. Hail Gina. Look, she's going to get this from all sides. And now she's getting what the fandom has been getting. Understand this, guys. There is somebody working at Disney Lucasfilm right now. Doesn't matter if they're not a producer or a writer or whatever. But there is someone working at Disney Lucasfilm right now, Gina Carano, an actress, who is dealing with exactly the type of behavior that Kathleen Kennedy and her woke hires have been stoking the flames of and legitimizing for years now against the Star Wars fandom and anyone who doesn't think like they think. There is finally someone at Disney Lucasfilm who is going through this. Now, I'm not happy that she's going through this. I think it's sad that anybody has to go through this kind of behavior. But there's a voice now of reason at Disney Lucasfilm. There's a voice of reason. I don't know if it's going to save the franchise. I don't know if it's going to help in any way. What I do know is that we need to stand with Gina because she's one of us. Gina Carano is one of us. Normal person. Thinking, feeling, moral person. I ain't seen Gina tweet one thing about politics. She ain't said a damn thing about politics, and good for her. I don't know how she's voting. I don't know who she's voting for, and it don't matter. I don't know if she's gay or straight or what. I don't know, and I don't care. Don't care. What I'm happy to see is a person with strong morality standing up to these weirdos, standing up to this hate mob, standing up to these Disney Lucasfilm freaking far left, out of their mind, batshit crazy weirdos. She just happens to be a woman. She just happens to be a woman, and that completely destroys their narrative. Because remember, in the far left, they're about inclusion and diversity until you speak out against them, and then you are an enemy. You are an enemy of their fandom. You're an enemy of their politics. This is not freedom. This does not represent liberty. This is control. This is communism. This is silencing your voices. Wake up, guys. If you ain't already, wake up. I stand with Gina Carano. I look forward to seeing how much she crushes these people. I'm not going to show you the other tweets because other videos already have. Thank you for stopping by. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, telling you to wash your hands, wash your ass. Be good to each other, guys. Please be good to each other. Peace.